Welcome back to Bookish.Taylor. I am Taylor, and today I'm here to bring you my Contemporaryathon TBR. This is the second round of the Contemporaryathon, so let's go ahead and dive on in. If you don't know about the Contemporaryathon, it is hosted by Chelsea from Chelsea Darlings Reads, Natasha from My Reading is Odd, and Julie from Pages and Pens. All the information will be linked down below, as well as their channels. And today, I'm just gonna show you my TBR. So the first challenge is to read your most recent bought contemporary. It is gonna be Radio Silence by Alice Oseman. I don't know much about this book, except for the fact that it follows a girl by the name of Frances. She is a fan of this podcast that she listens to. She does fan art for the podcast, and it just involves her, I believe, becoming involved with the podcast somehow, or the creators and the showrunners of this podcast. I've heard nothing but wonderful things, and I cannot wait to read this. Number 2 is to read a book with a pink cover. While this isn't necessarily a pink cover, it's a very pink spine, and it's going to be The Hate You Give by Angie Thomas. There is pink on this cover, so I'm going to roll with it. And this follows a 16-year-old by the name of Star. She is a witness to police brutality and witnesses her friend get shot and killed by the police force, and it very much revolves around the Black Lives Matter movement. I cannot wait to read this. I expect to cry. Number 3 is Number 4 is to read a diverse contemporary, and I'm gonna go with Simon versus the Homo Sapiens Agenda by Becky Albertalli. I know that this follows a 16-year-old closeted boy by the name of Simon. Thinks that he is the only gay teenager at his high school, but he finds out that there is somebody else, and he only knows him by his screen name, which is Blue. And they exchange emails, and one of the other students gets a hold of these conversations between Simon and Blue and blackmails him, and it goes from there, and I'm really excited. Number 5 is to read a dark or taboo. Number 6 is to read a contemporary graphic novel. While I did not get my hands on this, I have it in audiobook form, and that is Honor Girl by Maggie Thrash. I'm very excited to read this. I know it involves the Backstreet Boys, and I love the Backstreet Boys. It's a really short audiobook. It's like 2 hours. To and from work, it will be done. And then the final challenge is to read a recommended book, and I reached out to Julie, and I said, give me a contemporary book to read, and she gave me a couple, and then she found out that I had not read any Jeff Zettner. I'm gonna read The Serpent King by Jeff Zettner. I really don't know much about this book. I know Julie and Chelsea both really adore this book. It's a direct demand from Julie to read this book, so it's gonna happen. So those are the books that I'm gonna be reading for the second round of the Contemporaryathon. Like I said, all of the information will be down below, and thank you guys so much for joining me. I will see you next time. Bye!